It's time to relax. You know what that means. Lean back and just enjoy the melodies. After all, music soothes even the savage beast.
You know, for a band like the Offspring, from where they came from and just how they got to where they are.
Like, went from little punk rock band playing the clubs in Huntington Beach and Santa Ana to playing the Enormo Dome.
It's just an amazing story of a local band from Orange County.
I gotta hand it to you guys for sticking around tonight. This is pretty amazing. Give me some props, Noodles. Okay!
Yeah! Early on in the late 70s and 80s, there was the punk scene with, TSOL, Social Distortion, the Vandals, Adolescents, those kind of bands.
Once you got into punk rock, everything else was, you just put it away. It was just punk rock.
When I heard those bands, something just kind of changed. It was like, I went from being a music fan to being like, I want to be in a band, I want to do this. But the thing is, we didn't play any instruments. we didn't let that stand in our way.
Yeah, I think we kind of did it backwards. It was punk rock, and we're like, we just need to be able to play 3 chords.
It was kind of like, it's not going to happen for us because people don't like this kind of music.
I remember in the 80s people saying that if you want to make it, you got to start playing heavy metal.
I had no interest in being that kind of band and stuff.
We do this for fun and we enjoy playing this style of music. And if we don't make it, we don't make it.
And then Nirvana came out in '92 and changed the whole music scene everywhere.
All of a sudden it was like, this is starting to come a little closer in our direction, what people are into musically.
They're swell guys and fine entertainers, those Offsprings. That was just a little tagline for you to use. You can cut me off after the silly giggle.
You gotta keep them separated.
I remember hearing Come Out and Play on the radio, and I was like, wow, this is cool. And then I hear the Offspring, I'm like, isn't that the band that opens up for the Vandals sometimes, like in Fullerton and Santa Ana and stuff?
That was the first of, I think, 4 songs we played off that album, and it became just this instant reaction record, like overnight.
But when Smash came out, I predicted that it would sell maybe 100,000 copies, and everybody was like, oh God, you're crazy.
Dude, we played for 20 people for like literally 10 years, But it wasn't a bum out at the time, it was just kind of funny,
Our parents would say, when are you going to quit this and get real jobs? And we're like, well, it's still going forward, so let's give it a few more years and see what happens. Yeah, but we never expected it to take off like it did.
At that time you could get a song on K-Rock, it would go to all the other alternative stations across the country, MTV would put it on, and then it would explode.
And all the girlies say I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
I think that's one of the great things or amazing things about the Offspring is they have that serious side and they talk about the serious stuff, but then they can turn it around and have fun.
The shows are always a good time. Everybody's usually cracking each other up or laughing about something.
It's hard not to get caught up in their energy and enthusiasm.
I think we do good stuff. I think Dexter writes great songs.
Can I say that he's a USC grad? Is that okay?
Sure, whatever you want.
He's a USC grad. He's a pilot, man. He doesn't mess around. He's a smart dude. He's got his shit together, and I think that shows in his music and in his songwriting and the records that he's made over the years.
Hey, hey, do that brand new thing!
I think it's just cool that we can do this as a living, to play the music we like to play and kind of always just done it the way that we like to do.
You got to have good chemistry in the band. You got to share a love of the same kind of music, and you got to have fun. Got to be open to opportunities, but you got to have fun.
We all continue to enjoy working together on all these new songs and new projects. It's been a blast.
We just did it because we enjoyed it. I love hucking our gear and getting in our shitty truck and driving across the country and sleeping on floors and stuff. It was like the greatest adventure ever.
Go by.